In this webinar, we are going to be looking at legal concepts, legal doctrines, and dictums, and we're going to be applying those tested and trusted concepts that have been applied in legal cases throughout the centuries. We're going to borrow from those concepts and try to apply them to yourself as an individual in the corporate arena, in corporate environment. The entire point is showing up to work in an avatar that kind of in an avatar that the corporation understands, in an avatar like the corporation, speaking the corporation's language. So first we're going to have the analogy. Imagine a Halloween mask, right? And you're going to a Halloween party in a Halloween mask, right? Everyone is there in Halloween mask, and when things happen, if your costume is good enough, no one can tell it's you till you reveal your true identity. That is pretty much how you should be showing up at workplaces, and I'll tell you why. First, let's examine the concept of personhood under legal fiction. Under legal fiction, there is artificial persons. Artificial persons are persons that the law has created. These are persons that don't exist naturally, like yourself and myself, naturally born persons, which is the second type of personhood, natural persons, right? Artificial persons are created by the law because the law wants to enable individuals to carry out business functions and take risks without compromising their personal selves and their personal assets. So what the law does is the law allows individuals to create a separate and distinct entity from themselves so that they can protect their personal assets, their houses, their cars in the event that the business or the corporations run into legal suits or bankruptcy or losses. The personal properties and assets of the owner will be protected if the owner has registered the corporation, right? So under legal fiction, corporation is given the attributes of the person. It can sue, it can be sued, it can own property, it can assign property, assign rights, right? Just like a natural person. But unlike a natural person, the corporation does not have hands and legs, it doesn't have a mind. So it's usually difficult to hold the corporation accountable for things other than money can do it, right? Other than in a manner that money can, an amount can be ascertained and the corporation will pay, right? Say a corporation had to do jail time, right? It's like, who's going to do the jail time for that company? So I'm just giving an example of how a corporation doesn't actually exist. A corporation is an abstract entity. It is non-existent. You can't hold it, you can't feel it, you can't touch it. It operates on with its employees, its officers as its agents, right? So its day-to-day tasks and activities are carried out by people that the corporation employs. So the fact that you can't hold these people accountable means that the corporation is covered by a kind of veil. In legal doctrine, they call this the corporate veil. The corporate veil pretty much means that the corporation is liable for the actions of its employees, its agents, and its officers. This is coined from a Latin dictum that goes, and I may butcher this, forgive me, "Vi faci per allum faci per se," which pretty much translates loosely in English to "he who acts through another acts by himself." This is to say that yes, the corporation doesn't exist, but it exists through its officers and its agents and its employees. So when those employees act, when those employees interact with the general public on behalf of the corporation, it is deemed to be the corporation acting by itself. Another term to refer to this, I think that's also Latin, it's respondeat superior. I may have butchered it as well. So this pretty much means that whatever an employee, if you are employed with, say, T-Mobile or the government or USPS, whatever you do during the course of that employment, so long as you have not frolicked out of the course of employment, you're not on a frolic, whatever you do will be deemed to be the actions of the corporation. So through vicarious liability, the corporation will be responsible for anything you damage, anything you sign, anything you agree to during the course of that employment, because you are acting on behalf of your corporation. And I hope that is clear.